Sup everyone, it's Avid from A to Z. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode. We truly appreciate the love and support so far. And if you haven't loved and supported us so far, it's a good time to do so. It means a lot to know that you're spending time listening to our nonsense. And if you aren't already, please be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at ADZ_podcast. You can also send us an email at adz.pod@gmail.com if you want to get in on the conversation or give us an idea of what you think we should talk about next. But do me a favor right now and stop what you're doing. Stop completely. Okay? Have you stopped? Great. Rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts right now. Leave us a comment and subscribe so you'll know when A to Z drops. Once again, this is Avid from A to Z, and I hope you enjoy this week's episode. Peace.
You are now listening to A to Z, the podcast with no authority.
You're a phony! Hey, this guy's a great big phony!
It's a good day, y'all. It's a good day. The boys are back in town. I'm Avid.
I'm Dempsey.
I'm Zeke.
Yo, Dempsey, why you were like, I'm Dempsey? Like, you were
Just
so
to let
aggressive.
you know. Just to let you know, because y'all be forgetting sometimes.
Ooh, flex on him, flex on
my
him, boy. Ooh.
I ain't got no money to flex, so.
I think I'm nervous.
No flex?
Muscles. Come
Ooh,
on.
yo, you sure, bro? He's flexing right now.
Look at that. I see him.
Bro, he's popping out his long john.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, PJs.
Yeah,
That's exactly.
that's a real flex. I remember back in the day, I used to get emails from Prince Habibi or Nairobi, and it was like,
Oh, that's a big flex.
That's a big flex. Yeah. I don't know, some kind of prince from like Africa, Nigeria.
lucky.
Yeah. And he used to tell me all the time, like, yo, we left you a couple million.
What?
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. And
In high school, you left you millions?
yo, I was like in elementary school,
Bro.
Okay? Yeah, when my aim, ready. It was BX Latino 329. That was my email back in the day.
Yo, I got you.
Wait, go.
Easy money 1023
Ooh.
at AIM.
Yeah. What was yours? What was your aim?
D-Pod Daraka Kid 93.
These are all bad names. Like I think
It was
they're all bad
horrible.
names,
I put
yeah.
my freaking whole birthday in there.
So did I.
Oh, we're
I put
dum-dums.
329.
You ever seen the episode of The Office where he's like, I have everything that women need to know in my username. Little kid lover 69. Right?
Oh my!
It's like they know I love kids.
That was Dwight, I'm assuming.
No,
It was Michael.
It's Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, even worse.
Gotta watch The Office.
Yeah, I've seen the series once.
You're Toby. We discussed this
Yo,
before.
I am
we
not Toby.
should have like a marathon one night.
We
and just-
should. We
just
should
watch it all.
The best. You know what I always said this about? I always hope that Netflix needs like a shuffle option.
Ooh.
Because I'm tired of like, oh, you have to pick. Oh, which season do I want? If I could just press play, like
just
if you
let
do
it
on,
go.
on the phone and just let it go, and
Let
just
it go.
be surprised at what they show. I don't know.
We'll add Netflix later.
Yeah,
So
sure.
they
Why
can
not? One
listen.
time.
Absolutely.
Promote this, yeah.
Yeah.
It will be a Netflix exclusive. Ooh.
Doom. Right?
I get what you were trying to do, but it reminded me of like Law and Order instead.
Oh.
No.
Dum dum.
No. Dum. That's it.
I didn't.
That
hear
was
no
almost
difference.
the same. I heard a slight difference. Like,
I was gonna
slight.
say, all right, you gotta play it back and then you hear
Yeah.
it. Doom. And dum.
Bro, you're a dum dum.
Oh, like the lollipop. Yeah.
I don't-
Woo! No,
Nah,
Nah, that was an old
Yeah,
side.
I was-
I tried to
you guys-
flip it.
You guys
Yeah.
are off today. I feel it.
What?
No, yo, we just
we
getting
always
started.
Yeah.
All right, so tell me about Prince Nairobi.
Yo, so Prince Nairobi, bring it back
With the millions.
With the millions, yeah. He said if I like give him a money order and send it to him, that he'll send me even more back.
But
he
you in
wants it.
elementary school.
I think I was like elementary
That
school.
sounds
How
legit
you-
though.
How you know
Yeah.
you know how to do a money order?
Bro, I still don't know how to do money. No, I'm lying. I'm lying. I used to work at a bank. I know how to do money orders.
Me as well.
Yeah, so you send. Let's say you send him a $50 money order. He'll send it back to you with a
Tenfold, right?
Yeah, it'll send you back $100.
$500.
And
Ooh.
actually, oh my gosh, I just remembered this. Like a handful of years ago.
Yeah?
I think I went on like Craigslist. You know,
Yeah?
it was like be my assistant, blah blah.
Sounds legit.
Bro, these people like UPS me or FedEx me a check And I was like, nah,
oh, legit.
There's no way
yeah.
this is legit. You know why? Because I didn't even do anything yet. I was like,
did you cash it?
This could be legit. So I went. It was some obscure bank too. I wasn't gonna go to my bank.
Of course not.
Yeah, because I'm like, this will get deposited,
Uh-huh.
and I'll get hit with a fee. So I went to whatever bank it was. I forgot which bank it was. I went to Manhattan. That's where the bank was. And I tried to cash it because I was like, let's see. And they were like, sir, where did you get the check? I was like, oh, it was mailed. It was mailed to me.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, this is not like, you're not an authorized withdrawer. I said, okay, I don't want no problems, and I left.
Yeah, keep it.
Yeah,
shred it.
The fact that you even dared to do that, what possessed you? So what could they have done? Like, so what do they mean it wasn't authorized? I have so many questions.
I wasn't like an authorized withdrawer. So what I'm thinking, at one of the banks I used to work for, there were people who didn't have accounts there, but they were like on a list of payroll to get the funds from their job, as long as we had like ID. And I'm assuming that it was a similar kind of thing.
That's
going
interesting though, because like the way it's presented, the way you said it, like you weren't an authorized withdrawer. It sounds like
not that I was on the account. That's not. I don't know if that's the verbiage they use.
Yeah, but that's what it sounds like.
Yeah,
like,
but bro,
right.
it's pretty much like if you wrote me a check and I tried to withdraw, and they were like, "Oh no, like you can't withdraw from this like business account or something like that." So it was kind of like that. So yeah,
interesting.
It was that. Yeah, I forgot that happened to me once. I mean, nothing bad happened or anything like that.
That's so crazy.
But I was like, all right.
Why even send you a check? They thought you were just gonna hang on to it and be like, wow.
No, they were like, oh, deposit this check for like
so you think
doing this work.
The check belonged to someone else? You think?
No. So the company is the company's check, but they want you to deposit it instead of actually cashing it out. Because if you deposit it, it may take time to process, and then for them to like then get declined and some other.
Yeah, I don't know if they wanted me to send them money or something like that, which is something I would never do. Yeah, but yeah, that was
allegedly.
Yes. Zeke was like, I sent somebody that last night. I sent it to Prince Aladdin.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for that 500.
Right.
Yeah. Yo, but all right. So I'm thinking. I'm sorry. There's gonna be a lot of off topic in this episode because I'm thinking that if that was to happen in this day and age, think about how much more easier it is to take and to send funds through Zelle, Cash App, Venmo, all that stuff. Think about like the immediacy of giving and taking funds. But I wonder if it makes it harder for scams like that to thrive.
I think so, because once you send it electronically, that's it. Yeah, that's
so
it.
So you're better off doing it through like the way
actual
they did
a paper check, which is why they these princes would say send me this money and I will send you some more money, which obviously not true. And I knew there was a woman at a bank I used to work at, and she like fell prey to one of these scams and lost like tons of her savings, and she was like on a fixed income and stuff like that. And it sucks and it's heartbreaking when you hear stories like that, but it's like can't really help you. Like you fell prey to a third party scam. It's nothing like internally at the bank.
Also, quick thing, like let's say with the whole check thing, if you deposit it and it goes through, usually it will, then they'll call or they'll like let their bank be notified, hey, that check is like it's not good, void it. So then you already had the funds because it's gonna be like showing 200 pending on your account, and you're like, oh, this is legit. And by the time you reach out to them and send them your money,
exactly,
boom, you get set up,
and you get hit with a fee.
That's what I was unclear about. That's why I was worried.
That's the trick.
Okay,
right. Which is why I never put anything in my bank.
Yeah, no.
And plus, I wasn't sending anybody money anyway. Like, unfortunately, that woman did.
Oh, actually, you know what? Speaking about that and checks, this one kid I remember now. This was like,
what's his name? Zeke?
Nah, this is like Dempsey. 4 or 5 months ago, probably. I don't know. I was out on the street.
Ooh,
yeah, you
walking. Slinging?
Nah, never that. Come on. But y'all can hit me up at atozpod@gmail.com if you have any questions.
I can't.
Nah, so like this is a new scam. So like,
all right, taking my pencil out and go.
Here we go. All right, so people out there on the street, just be aware. People might try to hit you with this, or maybe they switched it up now. But here we go. So this kid, he was talking to me. He's like, "Hey man, blah blah. Yo, I got this problem with this. I have Zelle and Chase and all that. And Chase, I used to work there, so I'm just letting him talk. So he's like, "Yo, I got a problem with my account. It's overdrawn, and then like I can't put any money in my account because the money that I put in, it was just gonna go straight off and be like, it'll like offset the balance of his what is it?
He did his homework.
His overdraw, whatever. What's it called? Overdraft.
Yeah, overdraft.
Oh,
There we go.
overdraft. Okay.
Sorry, yeah, his overdraft. So I'm like, yeah, that sounds cool. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah, so I have this check. So I was wondering if you could just like, just put it in your account for me and then just get the money back and you could keep like, I'll give you $50 from it. I'm like, okay, yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work like that. Because like if you put an account, you put a check into like a deposit through an ATM, it will take like a couple of days to actually process.
Yeah.
I know that. So I'm like, yeah, sure, okay, yeah, that sounds right, man, yeah, okay.
Wasn't the check in his name?
Let me get to it, bro.
Okay.
So I was looking at the check, so like we were walking and talking some, and then I was just talking to him. He asked me my name. Yeah, I'm Zeke. What's up? Yeah. And then I said, yo, what's your name? Homie just kept walking. I was like, this is suspect here. Also, he didn't have his ID with him. And I was like, oh, bro. He's like, I need this money now. I'm like, yo, I'll help you. I'll give you some cash if you need to get on the bus to Jersey. Because like he's like, nah, I need the cash now. I need all this now. I'm like, but if you left your like ID in Jersey, I'll just give you the money and then like, cause blah 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 blah. He's like, no, I can't. I just
Excuses.
I know. I'm like, this is all. But whatever.
You were just like placating him?
I was like, yeah.
You're just letting to see where it goes.
Yeah, I'm a nice person. So we just kept going and talking, blah blah blah. And then I'm like, oh, so I saw a chase. I'm like, I ain't going in there.
Right.
Like, then he's like, literally, there's like another chase, like off all the way to the back, like there's no one there. He's like, he kept walking that way. I'm like, yo, bro, there's a chase right here if you want. And he's like, oh, that one with the lights and people? Sure. I'm like, oh, that's you. You're the worst, bro. So then we kept walking. This is by Madison Square Garden.
Okay.
Just to give you like an idea where we're at. So then we're talking. We're like in this open area. There's like police around us and all that stuff. So he whips out the freaking money order or whatever. He says from some construction job. And I looked at him like, there's no name on it. It's just a blank space where it says to pay to or whatever. And then, what else was on it? It was so many things wrong with this check. Like if I was at the bank, I would not accept it no matter what.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking at it, examining. I'm like, yo, just write your name on it first,
Nice.
Yeah, right. You see, pay to.
I ain't got a pen. I left my pen in jail.
I have my pen. So I was like, yeah, just write, pay to order. I need your name on it. Blah 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 blah. He's like, nah, I can't write my name on it. Like, he said, write your name. I'm like, nah, it's your check, bro. You write your name on it. You sign on the back, and then.
Why did you entertain him this long?
Right.
Like you took his Instagram down to
You
you
should have told him like, yeah, it's gonna be a no for me, dog.
Yeah, you sounds like you wasted a whole day with this guy.
That's like an 8-hour conversation,
Took him out
right?
for dinner.
Like I'm ready to move past this conversation.
I was
All right,
like,
thanks for tuning in.
I was like, bro, I was in it. I was like,
thank you.
He
Next.
committed. He committed.
I was like, let's see what's going on. I want to see how this is gonna go. Like, how would he try to scam me?
My interaction had to be like 2 or 3 minutes, and I was like, okay, bye, toodaloo.
Yeah, nah. So
we
just kept going. I'm like, yo, let me see it. Bro, I can't sign this first. You gotta sign it. And plus, look right here. The check numbers doesn't even say anything. This is right here is all wrong. Like, bro, what are you doing?
He always seems to have a lot of time on his hands, Dempsey.
Yeah, I wonder if things would have been different if he had a job.
Nah, I said this was months ago. Did I have a job at that time? Maybe.
Ago?
He was late that day. He was dealing with this nonsense.
I don't remember.
He's trying to help the people.
Yeah, no.
You're a man of the people, bro.
I came out of improv class. This when all this craziness happened.
So you didn't have no job.
And that, you know what it was?
Maybe.
I think this is an all improv exercise. You wanted to see how far you could take it.
That
It's
makes
funny.
sense.
And then I was like, yo, if you really need help, there's a cop right there.
Nice.
He was like, nah, they won't help me with this stuff. I'm like, you sure? The police, they're here to help.
Oh my gosh.
And then like I think
Watch
he
out
got
for the boys in blue.
I think he got fed up with me, and then he just walked away.
I'm fed up with you right now.
Yeah, I don't know why you did this.
Bro, he tried to scare me, bro. What's wrong with you?
I mean, all right. So you took away his time, I guess.
Yeah.
Basically, he
That's
kept
it.
trying talking to him, and I think I broke his check too a little bit. Yeah.
Nice.
Because it was kind of like
broke
raining.
his check and his heart.
Yeah, it was great.
He probably had a whole stack of them in his back pocket.
No, he probably just had that one.
Trying to get lucky.
Bro, it was great.
Maximum money order.
He tried it though, but then it's funny enough.
Was it 1,000? That's the maximum.
It was
money
like
order.
I think it was either from 200 to 500.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't like that big.
Hey, money's money, man.
I know.
I hate scams. Like why do people think you're so dumb enough to fall? Like,
Well, listen.
but there are people that are dumb. That's-
I was gonna
people
say
that
like if
fall
I
for
didn't
it.
have all my knowledge of banking,
And you don't even got that much knowledge either.
what are you talking about, bro? I was number one teller. So
Tell her.
number
I
one
was.
teller.
Tell her. Bars.
Real quick though, I was walking in the city, and I literally heard someone start that same conversation again.
What?
Yeah, I just kept walking. I'm like, nah.
That same day? Or
no,
not so
this is
long
like
ago?
months later.
I was about to say they were taking over the streets.
Nah, but
Sick.
that is the number one scam that I knew. Like that was
Never
like
even heard
happening.
of that one. Wow.
Yeah, don't be in the city, bro.
You know, I don't like. I don't know if it's a scam
Tell me.
technically.
Here we
but
go.
I don't like to see, because I see a lot of this. The kids in the street with the clipboards, like, yo, trying to make it to basketball.
The
I don't
jerseys.
even know. I don't know if that's a scam.
I don't know
but
either, but
Yeah.
they're everywhere.
I'm giving like $1 before for the uniforms. You mean like the basketball uniforms?
No, we gotta make it to playoffs. We don't have enough money for,
Oh,
for the bus.
nah.
and stuff.
Oh, they.
like,
Ooh,
yeah.
I never
I've
heard that
come-
one.
I've come into
Yeah.
different ones. I've seen ones with the uniform.
That's the one I know is the jersey.
I see the ones where we don't have enough money to get to where we have to go. For
And they want you to like sign your name on the clipboard.
And it's,
Yeah.
no, but I see these all year long, and I'm like, yo, isn't the championship only at one time of the year?
Nah, it's rolling.
Championship in the fall. When the
Right,
season
right.
starts. It blows my mind. So I'm just like, I'm always skeptical of that. And another thing I see when I work in the city is it's the ASPCA. It's like one of those animal rights groups that are like, oh, would you like to donate money? And I'm like, no.
Yo, back in the day, I
what?
used to be like, would you like to donate money to my college fund? I said, because I'll donate to your fund if you donate to
You
mine.
know what's funny? Like, so like the gym people, whatever. They,
Yeah.
I think you might have been there actually. I don't know. I didn't donate, and then we walked by him, and he was like, "Yo, you selfish." I was like, "What?"
The gym? Oh, maybe.
Yeah, no. Just some kid was asking us to freaking donate to his basketball
That
team.
is not the way to get
I was
$1
like-
from me.
I was like, "Bro, what do you mean I'm self? Because I want to give you money."
Yeah,
For
he's
your
like,
ba-
Zeke was like, I need money,
It's my money.
Yeah.
and I need it now. Call JG.
Yo, shout out to them. But yeah. Nah.
It's not an ad.
It's not an ad.
Not an ad.
Not an ad. Yeah,
And now, an ad from our sponsor.
Hi, this is A to Z here. Anyways, we're done.
Oh man. Now, what about those like inverted pyramid schemes, which are not really schemes, but they feel like they're schemes? You
Inverted?
guys know what I mean?
I mean,
Like for instance,
you mean like legit scams? Like these are businesses,
Yeah, they're legit. They offer legitimate products and services.
but the
they
way
do.
they operate is totally
Sketchy.
yeah.
Yeah. So I've had a few people like approach me. Like one of them was World Ventures. Have you guys heard of World Ventures?
I've actually been
Yeah?
approached
You
by
told me
them.
about it,
Alright,
but
so
tell everyone else.
Let me tell you guys a story
what happened with
all
you?
about how my life got twisted turned
Upside
down. No, well,
down.
it didn't. It almost did. So I was one day I was pleasantly surprised. I got a call from somebody I hadn't spoken to.
A blast from the past.
Blast from the past, right?
Me. Let me start.
Oh, well,
actually,
that
that
story's
happened
coming
too,
too.
you
That
know.
story's coming too. And so it was a great conversation for I would say
course.
like an hour on the phone, just catching up with one another, and it was good. And then the bamboozle. Yeah, dun dun dun.
Swindle.
Yeah, the swindle. And she was like, "Oh, remember that time when you came to like my friend's house and we did a presentation, blah blah." And I was
yeah.
like, "Yeah, I remember that pyramid scheme." And she was like, "Oh, I don't think I explained it to you right." And I was like, wait, right? I was like, Shaggy. I was like, wait a second, are you still doing that?
Jinkies.
And she was like,
I got promoted.
yeah, it was wild. And she was still doing that. She tried to like hustle me the thing, and I was like, yeah,
hustling.
hard. And I was like, no thank you. She was like, oh, let me put like I forgot what they call it, their mentor, I think is what they call it.
That
and I was
happened to me too.
like, I'm gonna tell you right now, I had no desire to join this. I said,
But let
if
me
you're
know.
gonna
Talk
put-
to my mentor though. But I don't know,
right,
talk to
if
him.
you put somebody on the phone, like it's a waste of my time and theirs. And Again, she like 3-wayed somebody, and then I told him straight up before he started speaking to me. I was like, before you even tried to tell me anything, I said, let me tell you something. I have no interest in doing this. I said, I don't have an interest in paying to work.
Yeah, we understand, but let me give you the whole speech anyways.
And like for you guys who are not are new to these schemes,
you're not privy,
and they're not. Scheme is definitely the wrong word, but
swindles.
Yeah, so pretty much it's like if I join it under you, I have to pay. I don't know what it is, a premium every month, and then the way for me not to pay a premium is to get, I believe, at least 5 people under me. 5. So I don't need to know. I no longer now need to pay a premium
because you're covered.
Because I'm covered. Because now I have 5 people paying under me, and it's like a vicious cycle like that.
No, it's a vicious pyramid.
Ooh,
pyramid.
Come on, Dempsey.
These are pyramids.
Yeah.
It's literally someone's at the top. Got 2 people under you, 3 people under them, 4.
Right, and they love, and at these presentations, they love to say, "Oh, it's just like your regular job. It's a pyramid there too." And I'm like, "Yeah," and I go to work, and I don't have to pay to go to work, except taking the subway. But like, I don't need to pay $50 a month to work. No. Like that is
they pay me for that.
Crazy, right? Exactly. So I just always think it's bizarre. So that happened to me with that once. There was one with Primerica, which is like selling different kind of insurance, and I believe you needed to pay for like your class and your license and all this stuff. And again, these are all actual. Like, they're all actual products and services, so I'm not going to say that these are not things that work.
No, they
like,
do
World
work,
Ventures gives you some kind of, like, discount on traveling, and to my knowledge, I hear that it works.
Which one was that? Wish You Were Here?
We Wish You Were Here, yeah. So there's, like, signs all over.
Yeah,
and
I remember
I
that.
believe they tell them, like, they're careful not to be so, they don't post it so like clear on social media. They just post, "Oh, we wish you were here."
Yeah.
Like, they don't try to like hustle it on social media.
I'm sure.
And Herbalife is another one that's like that too. And again, these products actually work.
Yeah, they work. They're like legit services.
Yeah, they're legit services and products, but there's so many.
So
talk to me.
I had a brush in with one of these scams.
Talk
Nice.
to me.
That's why you're in the position you're in now.
No. Let me tell you. So,
Scam likely.
Ignore. Block.
So after I graduated college, I had a mentor in college. Well, he was like I was like an RA, so he was like my boss. So we were really cool. I consider him like an older brother.
Yeah.
After I graduated, hadn't heard from him at all, like in almost 2 years. The baby was on the way. So I'm already scratching my head. I'm like, diapers, wipes. This is gonna cost money. I was making enough. But I was like, if the second job came along, why not, right? Conveniently, one day he calls me. He's like, Hey man, so I got this great business opportunity. I just started my own business. That's how he said it. So I was like, that's awesome, man. I trust this guy.
Yeah.
He's like, look, we should meet up sometime and talk, and we can figure it out. And then you're the first person I thought of when I was thinking of people I wanted to work with me. So
how many times did he say
awesome,
that?
Bro. Fast forward to like 3 months later, the baby was born, and then he called me back again, and he's like, I gotta put you in contact with my friend, and then he sent me all these materials, and he was like, oh, it's for this company. I can't tell you the name of it yet, and that's when the first red flag came up. I'm like, if you're interested in working on it, can I know the name, right?
No.
Second red flag, he sent me this whole video. He's like, I encourage you to watch this video. It teaches you a little bit about the company. I sat down. I told Lisa about it, and she was like, "Oh, that's great." So we sat down. We put the baby to bed. We watched the video, and we're watching. It was an hour-long video.
Ugh.
Throughout the entire video, they never say the name of the company. I had to fast forward. I nearly watched the video a second time, and throughout the whole video, they always talk about, when you join this company, you're gonna be so successful. You're gonna make so much money. I remember when I was they say so much relatable crap. It's like when I was growing up and I had just had my first kid. Stuff that's me. Appease the everyman. And
did they offer you a BMW when you hit a certain tier?
Yes. Me and my wife Elaine. Hey, what's up, Elaine? Elaine comes out in a freaking nightgown, and she has pearl necklace, and she's like, yeah, we have like 6
Is that how you guys go to sleep?
Well, if he worked at the spot,
So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm intrigued, but still, I don't know nothing, right?
You still don't.
So finally, the next step was we met. So we went to an Applebee's one day, and I met him.
Applebee's.
We met at Applebee's.
That's where dreams happen.
No,
Come
no,
on.
Yeah.
No, but he was like, yeah, let's meet at a public place, wherever you want. So I'm like, Applebee's is like the closest restaurant. I mean, I'm not gonna take this guy to like freaking Chez Liz or whatever.
Yeah.
So we
I
went.
wish you would take me to shit.
But he showed
Never
up.
does.
He showed up with this other bald guy that I had never seen before, and that bald guy brought his wife. And I'm like, this is weird.
Did you bring yours?
Yeah, me and Lisa were there. And she even brought the baby, and the baby was sleeping.
Oh no!
And then we're eating, and this is another the red flags kept on coming, and I'm just like,
And you kept eating it all up. Show me the money.
So we ordered mad food. We waited until they got there to order.
Of course,
and
that's
as
nice.
soon as and then they're like, oh no, we don't want nothing.
What?
And I'm like, what? Huh?
It's a
All right,
dinner.
whatever. So we could have just had this phone call over Skype or something.
Right.
So he's talking. He's like, okay, this is what's gonna happen. And then
We'll put the money in your account
he's
first.
Like, all right, so
Just throw it in the bag.
he says, so I'm talking to his boss, the bald guy that comes in. He's like,
Yeah.
so and so is my employee,
Oh,
and he
no.
wants to bring not just you, Dempsey, but you and your wife. We found out you had a wife. Both of you guys to sell. And he's telling us, he's like, you're gonna have we're gonna have a party for you and your family, and at the party you're gonna pitch our products. And then also, by the way, if I haven't mentioned it before, this company was Amway. Scamway. Okay?
That's the one where you sell like expensive toilet paper and stuff like that.
Yes,
Just
but
regular products.
But here's the catch.
Oh,
so
catch
much
it.
crap. You can't buy toilet paper from anywhere else. You
Have to buy it.
from them.
Uh-huh.
And you know what? It's not the fact that one roll of toilet paper is $6. It's the fact you have to pay for shipping. That's like another $6. It's crazy. And then they were saying, oh yeah, you know, we just bought a house, and I'm just feeling bad for my mentor. He's there. I'm like, yeah, he probably got it on his dime.
Yeah.
And my mentor's like, I just brought my brother in. It's great. He's gonna start his own thing.
Yeah.
And then,
Ugh.
but their whole thing was like
Yikes.
they emphasized like, you have to be educated. You have to get the education every month. You have to pay to be educated. And they kept on using these really culty like terms. And he kept on saying there's these huge events where you can bring your son, and you can all these people. You don't worry, we're all like a family.
Little Dempsey.
There's all these people with other kids that'll watch your kid while you go and learn how to sell our product. This sounded like a legit cult. And I went home and I talked it over with Lisa. I said, wow, apparently we can make so much money. And she was like, yeah, I know. We both did not want to do it, but we didn't want to say it to each other. So finally, before we went to bed that night, I'll never forget, I was like, Lisa, I think this is a scam. And she's like, me too. I was so afraid to say it.
Oh.
And then it was just like,
You didn't drink that
I
Kool-Aid.
sent the guy a long text, and he was like, "Oh, no hard feelings." But then I'm so mad because I didn't find out the name of the company till that day. And had I known,
You would've
You would never done
I
it.
did
Yeah.
Google that. After I told Lisa I had a bad feeling about it, then I started to do all the research, and I found out that it is very much of all the Ponzi schemes out there, it is the most cult-like because it preys on families, new moms,
And then
dads.
once you're already in-
yeah, you can't get out.
Nope.
And I there was this one expose I read. This lady wrote how her husband divorced her because it turns you into a zombie because you go into so much debt buying the products and you can't, and you have to sell those products off, and you can't, and you alienate you from your family,
No one
and
wants
it's just like
$6 toilet paper.
And this is a legitimate business. Did you know that?
No.
You know Betsy DeVos?
Who's that?
She's the Secretary of Education under the Trump administration.
Oh,
Her
God.
husband
No, stop it.
is the son of the guy who founded Amway.
Wow.
Look it up.
Sounds
Scam
like
likely.
collusion.
This is
no collusion.
but this is the stuff that drives me crazy. That stuff like this is like legitimate business in America, but they prey on the poor and not the poor.
That sounds like
but
capitalism.
the lower class and middle class. It's abysmal. I hate it. Continue, guys. I'm
Capitalism.
done talking for the episode.
Dang, that's why they didn't tell you the name of the company.
That's what they don't tell. That's
Exactly.
what they do. And you have to pay for You have to pay $50 for a disc that tells you how to sell the product every month, though.
That's okay.
stupid.
That's fucking
I've sold stuff on eBay. I don't need all
Yeah.
that. You know, there was one time I got a text from like an old friend of mine from high school, and it was like, hey Avid, how are you? You know how you been? I want to call you and catch up with you. And I was like, so I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like I was like, damn, and I was cool with this dude like growing up in high school. And so
happened?
I saw the text and I was like, oh man, I think this is a scam. Just because like it had happened to me prior.
Before, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like,
Is that your first rodeo?
Man. Yeah, because I hadn't spoken to this dude and had to be like years, like maybe 2-3 years.
Who was it?
I think I know the
Yeah.
guy you're talking about.
And
I never
so-
responded to him.
Yeah. You never responded to him? I wouldn't have.
No.
No, I did. So I think we like linked up via phone maybe the same day or the next day, and it was actually Dempsey.
yeah, nice joke.
and it wasn't. And you know what? It wasn't
for a scam.
It wasn't for a scam. It was
wasn't for a
legit
scam.
just to catch
Actually,
up.
we caught up, and we were talking about we went to Central Park and all. It was actually a few months before we actually met up with Lee-Ray, and
This
then
might have been in April.
the whole podcast went into motion.
You know, it's
but
crazy.
you know what? The way I think I come off in such a way that it does feel like. I feel like I'm a very off-putting person sometimes.
You
like,
definitely
I feel,
are.
I
Can't
feel
stand
like
you.
I feel like when I come off like more intimidating than usual, and I didn't catch all those red flags that you were pointing out till after you told me. You were like, yeah, you know, I really legit thought that you were like,
Yeah.
So scam me real quick.
but I didn't.
No, he didn't.
Which goes to show that, you know, sometimes when old friends really do, I think that's a good moral of the story. Be cautious if somebody you haven't spoken to in 10 years hits you up and says, hey man, how you doing? I want to talk to you about this
Yeah.
awesome thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that happens
That
more
sounds kinda
often
crazy.
than not.
Actually, you know what? Now that we're speaking about these scams, I actually did work for one. Like one.
What?
Is it the one I think it is?
I was talking about Cutco. Yeah,
Wait,
the knives.
Is this, wait.
Zeke used to sell knives.
Vector.
Vector, yeah.
Yes. I almost got sucked into Vector too. They prey on teenagers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. This
Tell us a story.
Was not really.
Tell us about all your customers.
What, just family? But anyway, so yeah, I went to Cutco. We had to do the interview and all that. I'm surprised they actually even like hired me, cause like during that whole interview process, I was just like off my game.
He got a sheet of paper in front of him, and they're like asking you a bunch of questions, and the sheet of paper is blank.
It was a group interview.
Can you breathe?
No.
Like I remember she asked one question. Like I think I wasn't even paying attention, really. But she asked, "So how many households has like a knife?" I was.
You didn't raise your hand.
I rose my hand because I'm like, yo, let me be the eager one. Let me answer questions. Yeah. I was like 50%.
There's no knives in my home, so you're right.
I was dying. Like, so I did that, and then she died laughing. Like all the other like interviewees around me, they weren't laughing, but she was. I'm like,
She's laughing away to the bank. She's like, "Oh, we gonna get this sucker."
Right. She was like, we about to make this money. Do your money dance.
yeah. So I don't know how, but I got the job, and like after I did like finished the interview, I bumped into our boy Lee-Ray actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I was
We're making him famous.
Always desperate for a buck.
That was crazy though. Like I was leaving it. I told him and his mom about it. They were like, "Nah, forget it. We're not doing it then." And then we went to eat.
Oh, so Lee-Ray was drawn in too?
He was gonna go in for the interview, but I told him what happened and all that. They're like, "Nah, let's go." So we left. We ate, and then I got home. So it was pretty cool for a bit, but then it was just like they want you to reach out to like everybody you know, which was like with all these like these type of companies. They want you like, all right, pull out your Rolodex, and then just start making calls to everyone you know. You find a yearbook, go look through all that and call everyone.
Do you get paid for that?
For calls? No.
Is that why you
What?
called me that one time?
Nah.
Oh.
I didn't call anybody.
It was, so I had another similar experience with Vector. That's so great. They don't pay you
Also,
for
I
that.
quit.
That's labor. That's labor though.
Story
having
of your
to
life.
call. And they don't
But I
have
made
you-
some money though.
So you sold knives.
Yeah, I
To
sold
who?
a couple. I sold only to my grandparents. That's it.
So is that two different sets?
Yeah.
They love you.
Yo, those knives are bomb knives, bro. Like if I actually had some like some real dough, I would buy some. Like a good cooking knife.
Yeah.
They're worth it, honestly. This
This
ain't
is
ad though.
not an-
This is not.
Got him.
Stay away from them, please.
Yeah. Don't join them, but it's worth it. Like it's good products.
Don't join them, but do.
I had a similar experience with Vector.
With
Like, I
Vector?
said,
Yeah.
like when I was in high school, I was already working.
Thank you.
But then I got a call one day from somebody. They said, "Hey, we found you on this list. And now I know it. They probably went to like the stalker book because it was somebody from Fordham Prep that called.
Yep.
He was like he was a year older than us.
Yep.
And he was like, yeah, I remember you. And I was like, oh, actually, I do remember.
Oh
you.
yeah, me too. Yeah.
And then, but I didn't know this guy. I don't remember his name, but I did know him. I remember the conversation because he's like, yeah, it's this great business. You make so much money. We're called Vector.
Yeah, it was Vector.
And
yeah.
I think he told me that they sold paper. And I was like, oh.
Thunder Mifflin?
Okay. Yeah, so I was like, okay, that's interesting. And then, so a couple days passed by, and somebody else that I worked at the movie theater with at the time, one of their friends came over to pick them up, and he's like, yeah, man, I just came from this job interview at this company called Vector. They said they really liked me, and then I asked him about it. I said, so will you sell paper or something? He's like, no, we sell knives. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's so stupid. Why do they want teenagers selling knives? And that was kind of the end of it for me, because I just thought, why do they want teenagers going around selling weapons?
Yeah.
No, that was my
Cooking utensils or weapons?
But then
you
I found
decide.
out. But I found out years later that it was actually a scam. That it lures people, not a scam, but a legitimate business with sketchy business practices.
That's pretty much what they all are.
That's what they all.
If we had to sum it up.
Also, real quick, they lost the lawsuit because they never paid us for the training.
Nice.
And I got a check one day.
Hey.
I was like, yeah, buddy. Yeah, so they are pretty,
Nice.
because they mentioned that, oh, we're going to pay you for the training, you'll see a check. I guess none of us ever saw a check. And it's like, it wasn't going to be like that much
So
anyways.
they had like an action class suit, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got one of those for Sally Mae at one point, actually.
Data breach? No.
I don't remember what it was, but it was like, hey, you had like I didn't use Sally Mae, but I had like
It was
an
like
application.
$3 a check for like $3.
No, I think it was like
pretty penny, right?
not pretty
50
penny. It has to be
bucks?
$50 to $100. Nothing life changing, but
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's nice.
yeah, cash that check. It went through.
Ching!
For
Sally
once.
Mae.
That's right.
But yeah, nah.
And
The guy.
I feel like my whole life has been plagued with scams. Like in college, there was also this other scam that some guy like
College?
That's there's an episode.
Yeah. No, there was this one guy who was pushing this thing called Verve Energy. It was a bootleg energy drink, and I kid you not, it was no bigger than like this cup right here.
Reverb.
Verve. VERVE.
Interesting.
And a lot of people were into it. I remember one time I walked into a lounge because I wanted to just study, and they were holding a meetup for people who were interested in selling it, and I almost smacked the guy because he was like, "You don't know, man. The CEO, his son has a BMW in his garage waiting for him to turn 17 so that he could drive it." And I was like, "What does that have to do with anything at all?"
And that's the CEO's son.
Yeah.
Of course he would have money like
and
that.
Then I was smart. I was smart this time around.
You were.
After hearing about Vector, I was like, this sounds totally like a scam. So I googled it, and it turns out that it was like it was a legit Italian Ponzi scheme. Like they shut down a couple months later because the guy was embezzling money.
Of course
the guy
he
at
was.
the top of the chain.
Didn't you wonder how he got that BMW waiting for his kid? Come on.
Yeah, it was so crazy. Like it boggles my mind how all these things exist. Like, do you guys ever see the John Oliver episode on all this?
I did.
Where he talks about how it's like mathematically impossible for literally so many of these things to exist because after a certain point, exponentially, there's not enough people in the human race to pay into these things. It's crazy. It's crazy. I think. You already said this, that all the money is digital. Like,
So majority of the currency in our world is digital. I don't know the exact figure, but I believe it's over like 80%. I want to say it's like 85% to 90% that the money is digital. So like $1 is only what we.
It's a piece of paper.
It's a piece of paper. It's what we give.
Yeah.
What meaning we give to it.
Exactly.
Like it's only worth it because we say it's worth $1. It's not. It's actually not worth anything.
I can say it's worth 100 in my
Nothing
mind.
is worth anything.
Put 2 zeros at the end.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, and that's Ben's cousin.
That's that's Lil Washi.
Yeah. Exactly.
Big Ham.
Big Ham.
Big G.
There's gonna be a rapper named Lil Washi, like in the next.
Lil
Actually, I
Washi.
like that one there.
Yeah.
Quick, you know.
Maybe I should like trademark that.
Lil
copyright
Washi, Big Ham.
it. Ooh.
Or it might have Miss Hubs.
Hubs.
Oh, wait, no. Miss Harriet. There we go.
Harry.
Miss Hubs.
Is she gonna be like? Didn't they want to put her like on 100 or something like that?
No, 20.
Oh, the 20. Oh,
Replace
because
Mr. Jackson.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
That would be dope.
Yeah, because that's like the most popular. The 20s and the ones, the most popular bills.
You ever see Pluto Nash, the Eddie Murphy movie?
Pluto, that's when he's in space.
In space, and he pulls out the case. He's like, "Look at all these Hillarys."
Nah.
It was like the $100 bills that had
That's
Hillary
hilarious.
playing on them.
No.
I always thought about that. I don't know. That's
But
stupid.
nah, money is a scam. You really think about it.
But talk about it. Talk about it.
I mean,
Money is a scam.
Money, like, wow, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I get it. Like, all right, you think all the way back, like, things had to be traded for. Like, oh, if I wanted that, I had to give you something of what I had,
That makes more sense to me.
which had some type of value.
Barter
Yeah, barter goods, right?
Exactly. And then I guess over time we realized, all right, let's all have this central
currency
that we all can use for bartering.
And even then, we don't, because like different countries have different currencies. Like, and there was a time where the U.S. differed from state to state.
Yeah. Wow.
Many moons ago.
How about that?
No, but think like if you just think about what you just said, think about how money differs from country to country.
Yeah.
The value,
Like-
inflation,
No,
stuff like
you're
that.
right.
Like that makes no sense. Why can't we just have a universal
For sure.
metric?
Because
Yeah,
like
the
our
world government.
for sure, because our dollar in
Same
Europe
as
is.
2020.
This is not a political ad. Donate to your politicians that you like.
Yes.
Yeah, like
AOC.
our dollar in Europe is worth less, but our dollar
blame 'em.
our dollar in Canada is worth more.
Which is dumb because we're on the same continent.
Like
Yeah.
it's crazy.
And they're just a Canadian dollar.
Yeah, wild.
Peso, euro, yen, all that stuff is nonsense. It's money. We all like it's. If think about it, if we eliminated money, we just bartered goods.
We broke.
It'd be dumb. Like
Yeah.
there would be no need for money in the first place. But yet,
Oh, that's anarchy.
People place such an important value on money that it ends up creating all these illegitimate business practices because they know
Yeah.
that people will do anything for money. That people can squeeze the most money out of people who don't already have it. It's a mess.
You get the most work out of people for less money. Sick.
People live by that mantra, cream. Cash rules everything around me. Get the money. Dollar bill, y'all.
I think that's all we can sing about that one. But yeah, nah. It is crazy how we all have to buy into this idea that this freaking currency here is like what we need
Everything.
to survive. Like,
It says "In God We Trust" on the dollar. Is it really what we trust,
It's
or
funny.
is it the money that we trust?
There's a line that says the dollar bill says "In God we trust." It's funny because the money is the only God he trusts.
That's what I was just saying, pretty much.
you just wrapped it.
You just lyricized it. I appreciate
You're
you.
welcome.
Um,
Send you my bill.
I don't know, man. Any other scams that you guys ever bumped into? I mean, even if it's not money related, like I
I
remember.
feel like they all are money related.
No, yeah, because a scam by definition involves like somebody taking something from you that unfairly. Everybody wants it easily. Like nobody wants to try anymore, and because of that, people have made money doing less. So everybody wants to follow in their footsteps. Think about being a YouTuber. Think about all that stuff. Like the entire model for being the American dream is totally different.
I hear you on that, but I wouldn't say they want to do less or like not work as hard, because like then I feel like you're just like kind of discrediting the other YouTubers and all
That
stuff.
do work. No,
because they work hard.
absolutely.
Like it's not easy just to get like millions of followers.
You're right.
Or to get like let's go viral, all that. It does take work, and I feel like our generation wants to put that time and effort into things that we actually want to do instead of going to like the 9 to 5.
I agree.
I'm the perfect example. If you look at me.
Yikes.
Hey, listen.
Zeke is not an example to follow.
No,
but
Zeke is a great example.
If I was gonna say, but if you're actually listening, then you would understand.
The
Obviously,
context of
Avid
what
is,
he's
yeah.
saying.
No, I
Avid's
understand
not
what he's
listening
saying.
then.
I was texting that Nigerian prince. He's like, he's low key. He's
I
like,
just-
yo, are you real still?
I just sent him my money through Zelle. I'm hoping he cash apps me.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. So we're in this like generation where like we want to succeed and still make money, but try and do it in a way that we still actually feel happy and like actually worth our time. I feel like that's where we're at.
That's another thing I feel like scams prey on happiness, man. Think of and you just mentioned Cash App too. I want to talk about Cash App because
shout out to them.
You
Yeah, because they be like retweet me on Twitter for this money.
Yeah, I've been retweeting.
I be retweeting. Have you gotten money?
I've never
gotten money.
Do you think that's real?
Yeah, because
I've seen
people.
it.
It's real. It's a real scam.
People you know?
No.
Exactly.
The bots, you think?
Ooh.
Can we just give them free publicity?
That's what I'm saying.
But that doesn't cost me anything except the retweet.
No,
Exactly.
but
that's
retweet us. It doesn't cost you
mad
anything.
money for them, though.
That's mad money for them. You're
Generating.
Making them famous.
somebody who's never heard of Cash App.
I made that account famous
because of you guys. They know about Cash App now. I think that's a scam.
But if they were actually giving me the money, I'll even promote them more.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a good scam.
Yeah, hashtag Cash App.
Show me the money.
At Cash App.
I
This
find
might be an ad.
I find it so funny that the only time you guys are ever on Twitter is when it's Cash App Friday.
Yo, that's a fact. I post two things on Twitter: Cash App Friday and ADZ. Literally, that's it. Sometimes I throw nuggets out there.
I just do Cash App.
He don't even retweet ADZ, bro.
I keep on getting these alerts like Rico Fuerte and Avid Mile.
Yo, who's Rico?
Hey, it's your boy, you know.
Orale.
Rico Fuerte.
They sent you a cat. They tagged you in a post, and I see I see the $ Avid Mile.
That's right. That's my cash tag. Holla at your boy.
Oh, mine is ERJR. You know, send that money, boy. We
That's
take
your
all money.
whole name, bro. They don't know.
They don't know.
I know.
They don't know.
Though.
I'm dead. I was dead.
What's your cash app?
I don't remember because I don't use Cash App.
But if you want to send money to us, it's ERJR.
We should
and
do
Avid
it.
Mal.
We should
Right.
do it for
AVIDMAL. We could. It could.
yeah.
I do like the
You know what? I'm gonna do it right now.
Yeah. Ooh, money.
Live on the mics.
I do like the idea of Cash App.
Ooh, and then we get the Cash App card.
Ooh.
And then we just,
See, you smart. Come on, boy.
making moves. Can't stop
Make
us.
sure there's 3 copies of the card.
Zeke needs it the most.
Yeah, I'll handle the finances.
Wasn't there $500 on the Zeke?
It was.
I needed it.
He's
Right.
with a mink coat. He's like,
Yo. Looking like killer.
he's like, yeah. He's like, no, this guy asked me for a check on the street. No,
It's hilarious.
You guys are.
That's
you guys
hilarious.
are the
Yeah,
worst.
we're fun.
Oh man, I can't believe you guys. That was the most energetic I've seen you guys in this episode.
I know, yeah. We definitely
You're
perked
like,
up.
yeah.
Money.
Cash App,
Money?
if you're listening.
Money.
Yo, hashtag
I
Cash
think
App.
it's a scam. I think it's a scam.
Nah, bro. I've used Cash App.
But
Cash App isn't a scam.
It's a functional
The way-
app. It's a functional app. But have you ever seen them give any?
Wait a second. What? Oh, I just did that. I
was
did
about to
that.
say.
Zeke just got an email because I'm setting up a Cash App for the A to Z.
And
So,
Cash App said sign in right now.
yeah, I'm signing in right now.
We're making moves,
Yo,
people.
you're making moves. You're making moves.
Live on there.
Live.
And it's gonna be $$
Oh, they want to
ADZ.
add a bank using a debit card. My debit card's already linked.
Nah,
Yeah, mine's linked.
nah, I
already.
can't help.
Wait,
I
I'm gonna
can't.
skip. That says I can skip it.
Okay, no.
Enter my full and last name. Should I enter my name?
I mean, if you want to.
mean-
You want to just put ADZ podcast.
Let me see.
A is the
I'm gonna
first
do that.
name.
I'm gonna do that. I'm just
Wow.
gonna put A to Z.
We're breaking ground here, guys.
Ooh. All right, Cash App. Let's see if A to Z's taken or taken.
Oh, please don't.
Oh, A to Z's unavailable.
Podcast.
I'll do A to Z
ADZ pod.
podcast.
Or ADZ
Should I
pod.
do pod or podcast?
ADZ pod.
All right, pod. A to Z pod.
It's taken. Nah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey.
So if you like to donate to A to Z podcast,
Yo, it is live right now. Join ADZ pod.
pod. Yes, it's the
Well, join pause.
$ADZ pod.
Right.
POD.
UPOD?
When did this episode turn into a cash grab?
As soon as you
If anyone knows anyone at Cash App, please get us
Yeah.
in contact.
we will definitely be posting our Cash App on our Twitter. Just
Yes.
cause.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't really expect anybody to give us anything. But like if you
you
do,
never know.
we'll be pleasantly surprised.
It'll be for a new mic.
Hey, come on, Zeke. Ooh.
Content creators.
Ew.
All right, I think we're
I think we're done with
Yeah.
this like
Episode.
minutes ago.
I think he just like
we're done with this episode,
he's
guys.
He's so into it still. All right.
I'm putting our logo up, bro.
So the moral of the story
Yes,
is
moralize it, guys.
do not get gotten.
ever.
But
don't
make
get
sure you
got.
Cash App us.
No.
That too. This ain't a scam.
Facts. nor an ad,
But
but show us the money.
yes. So, anyways, don't get got. All right. Don't waste your time with people who are trying to scam you. All right.
Yeah, and if somebody you haven't spoken to in 10 years reaches out to you, be very skeptical.
Yeah, it's more than likely a scam.
More than likely.
Yeah, scam likely.
Hold on to your money, yeah. Don't cash app us, guys. Don't cash app.
Whoa. Cash app us.
Please.
Zeke, what's our cash app?
This is the Cash App. It is the $, capital A, capital D, capital Z, capital P-O-D.
Yeah. New mic.
Right. New mic, soundboard.
Soundboard too? Yeah.
Yeah, get guests. Fly them in.
More t-shirts.
More, exactly.
Wait, fly them in?
Uber helicopter.
It's actually cheaper.
If
In some places it is.
if you guys are, you have to be platinum, right, or diamond?
Oh, I didn't even know there was levels like
didn't
that.
know
There's
Dang.
blue, there's gold.
For someone who
There's
drives, you should
platinum
know a
diamond.
lot
I know.
about Uber.
Psst, Uber everywhere.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't.
This is not an ad for Uber either, guys.
I don't know what we're doing.
All right, we're wrapping up.
All right, yes.
I think that's all the time we have for today, guys.
sure.
As always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you want to let us know about your own scam experiences, we can talk about it here on the
please.
show. Hit us up at adz.pod@gmail.com
gmail.com.
or tweet us or Instagram us at
ADZ_podcast. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. We hope you enjoy your day, afternoon, evening. I'm Avid.
I'm Dempsey.
And I'm Zeke.
Peace, guys.
Later.